There's a book of Ezekiel, chapter 14, verse 13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out mine hand upon it, and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kala Yah Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Hakodash, the ones to the apostles and elders, Great Milson, Ruel. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole. Like to all you brothers out to pushing the word in truth and sincerity. So I want to tell you, brothers, stay strong to pushing this quick lesson. And I want to speak on the coming famine, which the word famine pretty much means a shortage of food or no food at all. All right, that includes, water, things, we need to consume to survive. So there's going to come a point in time where there's going to be no more food. There's going to be no more water for you to drink, to survive. And then when that happens, that's going to bring, drastic measures. People go crazy. Or if people can't eat right now, see, if you can't eat at least once a day, people go crazy. They get grumpy. They go wild. They get angry. So what do you think is going to happen when people can't eat food for 3 days? Shit, for 5 days? What do you think is going to happen? That's going to bring the beast, the animal out of people. And people are there by any means necessary. They're going to try to find it anywhere else. So you're going to have neighbors, fighting against neighbors for food. You're going to have family members fighting with other family members for food. All right, all hell's about to break loose. All right, but anyways, it says, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, exactly. First and foremost, here in America, this is the hot spot for sin. Okay, this is America's really the metropolis of pushing wickedness out there, pushing that demonic spirit out there. All right, because they push all their their democracy, they push their ideas, their philosophies to the rest of the world. Okay, they push them out there, and if they don't want to accept them, what ends up happening? America declares war on specific countries that don't want to, pick up their wicked-ass demonic ideas. Okay, so America's the number one spot when it comes to wickedness, when it comes to demonic energy. Okay, so the land sinneth, man. Okay, so when the land sinneth by trespass, so like Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it and will break the staff of bread thereof. Exactly. So now what the Most High is about to do, and you see it even to, right now, it's happening. That's when you go to certain stores, Walmarts, CVS's, what else? Walgreens, Targets, and all these different stores, right? You see a low shortage of a bunch of things. Okay, and not just food, but even supplies. Diapers and things you need to keep living day to day. Okay, so it ain't just gonna be food, but even different supplies that people need to, clothes. All the clothes is they're not even built. Stitching up no more shirts and shit like that. Everything, all the supplies are dwindling here in America. But the main point is the food, right? So couple weeks back you had the whole what do you call it, the baby formula situation where mothers couldn't feed the babies for a couple days, weeks. They had to feed them some other shit, I guess, right? But you had that situation. But that's why you see when you go to stores, you see the food supplies are low. Okay, and then all of a sudden now, for the past couple months, you've been noticing, this farm over here, with the cows, just burned down. All the cows died. Chicken factories burning down. The wheat not growing because of the heat stroke or whatever. Okay, the government buying off different farms and destroying them. Okay, why do you think this is happening? Because we are living in that time. The Most High, He's about to bring a heavy famine upon America. Okay, so once again it says, "Then will I stretch out my hand upon it and will break the staff of bread thereof," which bread, of course, represents food. Okay, and will send famine upon it and will cut off man and beast from it. So this is one way the Lord is going to kill a bunch of people. Okay, remember the scripture says, "The slain of the Lord shall be many." There's different types of ways, like that show. There's 1,000 ways to die. Well, the Lord has thousand ways to kill these people, and that's what He's going to do. One of them is going to be by famine. Okay, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die. Probably even millions are going to die by um, by 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 no food. Okay, they can't eat food, they can't drink. They're gonna starve to death. Okay. So once again, it says, "And I will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it." So this is one way the Lord is going to kill a bunch of people. Of course, one of the ways is going to be through different natural disasters. You know, the Lord's going to kill people through the martial law with the troops. They're going to get gunned down. By the wild teeth of beasts. There's going to be a bunch of ways the Lord is going to kill these people. He's going to take them out. Okay, and famine is one of them. Okay, that's one of his judgments. That's one of the plagues, because that's a plague. Okay, that's one of the plagues the Lord is going to bring upon this place, America, not just America, but even other parts of the world. But the main judgment is going to be here in America. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get the book of. All right, there's a book of Psalms 37, verse 19, and it says. It says, "They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied." Also, continuing on, it says, "But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as fat of the lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away." Exactly. So this is going into the elect. Okay. When it comes to the elect, the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and 1/3, Lord willing, I'm one of those men. We're going to be straight. Okay, the Lord is going to take care of us in that day. If the Lord is really with you and you're part of the elect, whether you be part of the 144,000 or the 1/3, you're good. Okay, the Most High, He's going to look out for you. He's going to feed you some way, somehow. The Lord is going to be able to feed us, man, and we just got to have faith in that. While all these people are dropping dead like flies, to our left and to our right, the Lord is going to, feed us, however it may be, however it may come. Okay, some way, somehow, we're going to be straight in those days of famine. Okay, "They shall not be ashamed in the evil time," talking about the elect. Okay, "and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied." Exactly. Okay, so we're going to be satisfied in the days of famine. When there's no food, the Most High, He's going to feed us. Okay. But it says, "But the wicked shall perish." Exactly. The ones that the Most High is not with, the 2/3, of course, Esau and the rest of the other nations, they're gonna perish. Okay, they're gonna die, of starvation, or whatever type of judgment the Lord has for them. "And the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of the lambs; they shall consume, and the smoke shall they consume away." Exactly, talking about once those missiles. Okay. So now, as a matter of fact, there's gonna be cannibalism. Okay, which in the Apocrypha it talks about that. Second Ezra's 57. Okay, this is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 57. It says that children shall die of hunger, and you had you almost had that, right, where the mothers couldn't find that baby forming. Shit. So that was just a little test run, but guess what? It is gonna come to fruition. Okay, it is gonna come to pass where you ain't gonna be able to feed your babies, man. A lot of your little newborn babies are gonna die of starvation. Okay. So it says, "Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh." Exactly what it means about eating their own flesh, meaning their own, people are going to be eating their own family members. Okay, let's say one of your family members, dies of starvation. What do you think the other family members are going to do? You think they're just going to let the corpse go to waste? Fuck no, they're gonna eat that. They're dead family member, man. That's how fucked things are gonna be. And this is one of the judgments, man. Cannibalism. Okay, people are gonna be eating other people, man. Other human beings for just to survive. Shit. So it says, "They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood. For very hunger of bread and thirst of water," man. They're gonna be drinking blood, man. That shit's nasty. Damn, for very hunger, bread, and thirst of water, man. So it's gonna get so bad out here that people are gonna be eating other people, man. Okay, because of the lack of bread, the lack of food. Okay, and that's what the word famine means. Okay, and the lack of water as well. Okay, people are gonna be drinking blood, man. People are gonna be drinking their own piss. Okay, you hear the story of people here in the Bible. of people, they were eating their shoes, anything that's leather, they were eating it because that's how bad it was, man. And it was so bad that the women were eating their babies. Okay, women were eating their own babies, their own newborn babies, man. That's how bad it was, and that's how bad it's gonna get. Okay, that's coming back. Cannibalism is coming back. Okay, but anyways, with that, Lord willing, it was edifying. Until next time, Yahabashim Yahshua, say Shalom.